Hi guys, Angie Beth, My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I'm coming at you with another Christmas project. Let me just see if I can get in frame a little bit better. Okay, so let me just bring this up close. This was, let me show you what it was originally. It was one of these from Dollar Tree. And this is really cute on its own. I like it. I think it's cute. Hang it up for sure. But if you want a little change up, I made it into this. So I took one of those, look how pretty that looks. I'm just coming a little closer. And let me come in a little closer with my camera too. Let me see. There we go. Let me come in a little bit closer. There we go. So there's the bottom. It's all glittered. Just so you guys can see it up a little bit closer. Isn't it so pretty? Okay, let me come back out. Okay. So what I did is I got, let me grab the bags over here. Oh, here it is. There was these beautiful Christmas bags that Dollar Tree has. These ones here. And there's a bunch of people who were saying that they didn't think that the bags this year were gorgeous. Well, these bags are phenomenal. When I saw these, I was like, yes, please. But you know what? The real beautiful Christmas bags came out really early, and I think you had to grab them right away. This has beautiful glitter all over it. I don't know if you can see the glitter or not, but I just want to kind of show you up close how beautiful this bag is. Okay, so, and this side has really beautiful glitter on it. And then the other side is the same, but it doesn't have that glitter on, like, the different parts, like the top of the house or the tree trunk. We're going to put our own glitter on it. I'm going to save this side because I'm going to frame this in a frame for Christmas. And then we're going to take this, cut this out, and put it on one of these, okay? And then we'll do the glittering process on it. Okay, so this one's already done. I haven't cut this bag out, but I have cut some other ones out. So I have these other two bags where I've cut out the scenes. Okay, so there's one and there's the other. So let's do this one, okay? All right, so let me put this away. So you guys, I wanted to show you guys one finish so you know what we're going for. And I like to actually do my DIYs first. See if they turn out before I try to do a video. Like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let me just see if I can come up a little bit more what that's going to do. Better. Okay. Beautiful scene. So, what you have to do is you have to decide. So, cut it out. And then you'll have a little crease here. So, you just have to kind of live with that crease. And I don't care. So, when you're doing art, do the best you can do and make it look really nice, but give up perfection. And when you give up perfection, things actually turn out better and it's way less stressful. I've learned that from some really, 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 really neat artists. Okay, so actually, I'm sorry, before we line this up, because what I want to do is I think this is how I want to line it up. So what's going to happen here is I'm probably going to cut up half of this tree right here, but I really want the house and this scene. So you have to kind of decide what you want in your scene because something's going to be cut out. But before we do that, we've got to take care of something. Okay, see this on the back here? See these right here? All because you want to take this off. Oh, and that's another thing. Let me show you something. Quickly. Here's another one of these at Dollar Tree. So you have this one and you have this one. Do not get this one for this process because you cannot take off the thing in the back. Okay, you need to be able to take that off. So do not get this one. Get this one with the Santa Claus, not the one with the snowman. For this, I'm going to do something else with the ones with the Santa Claus or with the snowman. Okay, so again, turn this over. Take some pliers. And I don't be scared, you guys. Don't turn off the video just because I'm telling you to take something apart. Because usually that freaks me out. I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to remove something. This is just wiring. It's just wire. That's all it is. So you just bring this up. And it's super easy to put back. you guys saw on the other one, I put it back very easily. So you don't have to worry that you can't get it back together. It's really super simple. So okay, so let me show you close up. That's all you do is you just uncoil those, okay? And then you just put it back the same way and then you coil it back down, okay? So it's simple, simple, and you're able to take this out. Oh, just a second. Let me get this a little straighter. Excuse me, guys. My nose just started kind of running a little bit. Okay. So now it just comes right off, see? And then you just take that, keep that, and put that to the side. Okay? And you can easily put that back on once we're done. So now turn that back over. Okay. And now let's do again now what we were going to do. Decide what we're keeping in the picture and what we're taking out of the picture. So I like to come over to the side as much as I can here. I have a little bit of an overlap, which I always like to do that so that I can cut around the picture once it's dry. So that's about it right there, what we're going to do, how we're going to line that up. Okay, so let's go ahead now and get some glue. They have Eileen's Tacky Glue at Dollar Tree, you guys. So it's a good deal there. So if you're there, pick it up. And I think, I don't know how I put this back on. Somehow I put this back on and it was all gooey. Anyway, put some glue on here. Just a second. I kind of have a mess going. Let me clear out my top of here too. I can just use that here. I don't know if that's going to be too much glue or not. If it is, we'll take it off and put it back. Okay, I had to clean up that top. That was a ridiculous mess. Okay, well, I store my bottles upside down, and I don't think the lid was completely on, so it kind of made a big mess. Okay, this is like too much, so I'm going to put some of it back in the bottle so I don't waste it. But let me explain anyway. The reason I like the Eileen's Tacky when doing something like this rather than Mod Podge or Elmer's glue, Eileen's Tacky is thick and it's really tacky. And you need it to be thick and tacky because these gift bags are thicker. They're not like magazine. They're way thicker than that. So you need something that's thicker and more tacky to be able to glue this bag on. Right. Okay, so we got our Eileen's Tacky all over this, and for the most part got this cleaned up. I like to store this upside down though, so that I don't have to, because it's so thick. If you don't store it upside down, then you have to really like keep, you know, shaking the glue down to the bottom, and this makes it a lot easier not have to do that. Just a second, you guys, I'm just going to clean up my bottle real quick. So I don't have to. Does this lid not fit on here? I think that's the wrong lid. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this on here. And I like to have a little bit of overhang everywhere, even on the side over here where I really like how it lines up. A little bit of overhang means you can cut around the circle and make it fit, make it be a complete perfect circle. Okay, so leave a little overhang so you can cut all this out around. And I like to use my hand rather than, a lot of times they tell you to use like a card, like a credit card or old credit card or whatever. I like to just use my hands. I feel like my hands get it a lot smoother. Got some glue here. Probably from that bottle kind of exploding. Okay. trying to get myself in frame here so you guys can see everything. There we go. But if a credit card or an old credit card or old shopping card works for you and you don't want to use your hands, then do that. I just really like using my hands. I think that really gets it. And so you're starting to see exactly where you're going to have to cut out right there, right? So I usually let this dry before I cut it out, but you know, for the sake of time, I'm going to cut it out with you guys. So let me just take a baby wipe and clean up my surface really quickly. So we're not dealing with a bunch of glue on the surface here. For just a minute, let me do a little cleanup. In fact, I think I'm going to hit up Dollar Tree today and go pick myself up a few more bottles of the Eileen's Tacky, because I'm going to be doing quite a few more of these and a few other projects where I'm going to need a lot of Eileen's Tacky. Okay. There we go. So now what we're going to do, put my brush in the water, we're going to take some scissors here and go ahead and start cutting this out. If I get out of frame while I'm cutting, you guys just know I'm cutting around this. It's too hard to focus on, you know, cutting and staying in frame, so I'll do my best. But see, isn't this a great way of doing it? Then this way you don't have to try to, oh, you know what I meant to do? I'm going to take this piece of cardboard off the top of here. Just a second, guys. All right. So now I'm going to have to re-glue this at the top. So just a second. See, there was a piece of cardboard at the top, and I meant to remove that. So let me just re-glue this down. I can get enough glue out of here right now. Yep, I can. Perfect. Ooh, way too much came out. Let me try to get back on camera as much as I can. So I'm just re-gluing this back down. So there's a little piece of cardboard at the top. You want to try to remove that little piece of cardboard at the top. Okay, so now let's go ahead and seal that down again. I always say I like when I run into little mistakes like that, because then it just kind of, you know, it teaches both of us. So if you run into that, then, or so you don't run into that, you just saw me do it. So I don't mind making little mistakes like that. Then we both learn, and then you avoid that. So, and it's not that serious. All we had to do is we glue that back down. So let's just kind of go back over that a little bit more. Make sure we got some good adhesion going. Okay. If they don't have the Eileen's Tacky at your Dollar Tree, they have it at Walmart, they have it at Joann's, they have it everywhere. And let me show that to you guys again. Most people know what Eileen's Tacky is, most crafters, but you know what? There's always new crafters, and sometimes we start talking about things like everybody knows about it. That's what Eileen's Tacky looks like. Okay, and they have it in big bottles, but at Dollar Tree they have it in the smaller bottles. So, okay. I thought about that the other day. I thought, you know, I need to stop saying things like, oh, like everybody knows. Everybody doesn't know. I remember there was a time when I was new to this crafting world, and people were saying things, and I'm like, what the heck is that? Or what the heck is this or that? What's stickles? What's, there were so many things, and people were just skipping over those things because, you know, pretty much to the everyday crafter, it's common knowledge, but not to everyone. Now, when I'm done with this, I am going to wipe off, I have a baby wipe, I'm going to wipe off my scissors. Like I said, I would never usually do this right after I glue it. I would let this dry and then cut this out once it's dry. But we don't have time for all that because I'm doing a video, so. Or I suppose if I was in a hurry or something, but I don't usually craft in a hurry, not usually. Okay, so I'm just going to clean off my scissors right now. Clean off my scissors right away. So we don't have to worry about that because I love these scissors too. So I would hate there to be glue all over them. Okay, so those should be good now. All right, so now this is where we're at. Okay. Just going around the sides just a little bit, just in case there's any glue seepage. Look how much that changes everything, you guys. Isn't that just gorgeous? Look how perfectly cut out that is. If we didn't do it like that, that would be so hard to try to measure that or anything. So that's exactly how I did it. Now look how beautiful that is. You can't even, I mean, from here to here. Fabulous. Okay. So the next thing we want to do, and I'll work with it this way so you guys can see. The next thing I like to do is I like to get, you can either get, and I said this yesterday in a video, you can either use a, this is a water-soluble color stick. You can use a water-soluble Faber-Castell gel stick. You could use a watercolor pencil, a black watercolor pencil, which I think I have right, I know I have it, I just don't know where it's at. Is this watercolor pencil? Here, a black watercolor pencil. Okay, this is a Faber-Castell black watercolor pencil. You can use a Prismacolor, anything like that. Or you could also use Tim Holtz Distress inks, also black. Okay, I'm going to use, oh, I'll tell you another thing you can use. These are water soluble, so you can use a little bit of your own spit when you smear it. A baby wipe or wet your finger. Now this is an oil pastel. You could use this too. But you just use the heat of your finger to smush it around, okay? It's oil pastel, so if you only have those. Okay, so I like to show you guys, I like to show you a lot of different choices when you're doing things. Okay. If you don't have any of that, you have some black shoe polish, you can do the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to go around just the edge. And, you know, I'm going to go around the whole edge. Sometimes I do it and, well, you know what, let's do it. Now, I'll go around the whole edge. Sometimes I work and smudge, work and smudge. But on this, I'm not. I'm just going to go around the whole thing. And you're just hitting the edge. Okay, so I went all the way around. Okay. And then I just wet my finger with a little bit of spit and start smearing. And what this does is it gives a nice little smoky frame around your piece and makes it look more finished. It makes it less look like anything was cut out. It looks like it was just meant to be like that. It just puts a little framing around it. And nobody can look at your piece and think what you did to make it look like that, but that's all it does. Just gives it a little framing. I'm going to do a little bit more at the top here. And whenever you're doing anything, you should do this. If you're doing a page, like a mixed media page, try doing this little smoky finishing around the edges. If you're doing a lot of little things like that, it just gives that extra little finish and it just looks nice. There we go. And it just gives a little finishing. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to turn this around so I can see the picture my way, because I'm going to do some stuff here. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so now I'm going to take some clear glue. I don't think it has to be clear, because you could just use Elmer's if that's what you have, because it all, whatever glue you have that dries clear, okay? But if you have some clear glue, it's kind of nice to work with that, because then you can see the effects right away. Like Dollar Tree sells this right here. It's just liquid glue. They sell this one. I got that there. So that's some of that put in here. Okay, I also have some glitter in here, but the glitter's all the way at the bottom. I just really want the glue off the top. So there's some clear glue at the top. If I wanted that glitter on the bottom. The reason I mix this is what I do is I make my own glitter glues. By using that clear glue I just showed you, and either from Dollar Tree or Walmart, I get my glitter, like the white looking glitter, put it in here, and then that is like your glitter glue. That'll make glitter glue or like a Stickles. But for right now, and all that glitter has gone down to the bottom right now, so all is at the top is just clear, and right now all I want is the clear glue, so that's what I'm going to be using. Okay, let me get my brush that I want to use. All right, I just had the brush recently this morning that I was using. Where is it? Just a second. Wouldn't you know it? It's still, okay. It's still in the jar with the water getting cleaned. Okay. So, what we want to do now is we want to glitter everything, kind of how the original picture was glittered. So I'm going to glitter all the snow on the house here. We're going to put the clear glue all right here. Okay. And then we'll take that glitter I just showed you and glitter this whole thing. If you're at Dollar Tree, you can just pick up your glitter there. You don't get as much. They have kind of small bottles of glitter there. But if you're already there, you don't really feel like running to Walmart, just get the glitter there. Okay, I'm going to do this tree, the little plants here. We'll do this little bush here. And it's up to you what you want to glitter. It's all up to you. I want to do this little path that's all the way up to the house. And then the little stairs too. Okay. And this whole little area right here, it's like a little pathway to the forest. I want to glitter that. I want to glitter this tree, the Christmas tree, of course. Wouldn't that be neat to glitter, to decorate, if you had like a pine tree in your yard, to decorate that outside. Look, they decorated their tree outside. And just the tops of these trees, I'm going to put glitter on. There's another tree. And there's another little tree there. Okay. So now let's bust out the glitter, I think. Oh, I see another little tree that I need to put some glitter on. Okay. Why don't we just glitter the whole damn picture? These DIYs are so fun, you guys, because they're just so quick and easy, but effective. And I love DIYs that are really quick and easy, but really effective. Ones that look like you did so much more than you did. And at Christmas time, you need ideas like this because, you know, there's so much to do. You have to decorate your house, you have to cook, you have to shop, you have to package gifts. There may be other crafts you want to do. I mean, there's so much stuff, so. You need crafts that aren't like, you know, too intense. Or at least have, you know, some of your more intense crafts, but then have some easy ones. But effective. Ones that look like you took more time than you did. Okay, so now we're going to make sure I'm in frame. No, I'm not. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and take this glitter. And the reason I like this glitter, I don't know if you can see this glitter, but I get it at Walmart. And there's like a lot of different colors in this glitter. It's a fine glitter. It's just so, I don't know, it's beautiful. And that's what it looks like. So if you want to get it at Walmart, okay? They have 2 different crafting sections. So it's in one of the crafting sections. So just check your Walmart. Okay, so let's first do this house. That's the roof here where all the snow is at. Oh, and the reason I put these magazine pieces, this is going to catch my glitter so we can put the excess glitter back in here. Okay. Okay. Let's get the glitter up that pathway. Try to remember everywhere that you put the glue. And then if you want, you can spray this with a clear spray or hair, I don't know about hairspray, but a clear matte, a clear shiny or matte coating, which is like this, a clear acrylic spray. Will probably, so that, you know, if you're worried about glitter fallout, I probably won't spray them. I don't care about glitter fallout. I love glitter. I don't mind if there's glitter all over my house. People are like, you're crazy. Okay, now, you can see that there's a lot of glitter other places besides the area that I put it. That's because some of it is sticking to the other parts where there's no glue. So as soon as everything dries, I'll take just any type of brush. I have this brush in my craft room here. And I will dust this off real lightly to get all the extra glitter off of my picture. Okay? So it won't be quite this glittery. Even though it looks fabulous. Look how pretty that looks, you guys. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, let me put this aside real quick. And let me get the rest of this glitter back into this jar. So just a second. What I'm using is because, you know, this piece is kind of big, so I can't just use printer paper. I have some magazines that are like a larger magazine I get for free. They're like called Las Vegas Weeklies. And I always use those as surfaces for me to glue on, and I flip the page and I use it to glue on and I flip the page. Or I tear them out and use them for things like this. So if you can collect those free magazines, I would do it. Plus, if you like to do any type of collage work, a lot of times they have good images for free. So, I mean, a little off subject, but this is the magazine I'm talking about that those came out of, this Las Vegas Weekly. See? So, if you have one of those in your town, pick them up, use them to rip things out for good collage bits for your collage stuff, for backgrounds, to be able to glue things, use it as a glue surface, because you can use this as a glue surface. Turn the page, and now you got a fresh glue surface. Turn the page, you got a fresh glue surface. Or tear them out and use them when you want to glitter things, like I just did. So these are great for that, for all those reasons. Okay, so I can work with it this way. So right now, like I said, it looks pretty glittery because I need to be able to wipe off the excess glitter, but we can't do that until it dries. But look how beautiful it turned out, though, still. That is gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? And that's all from the Christmas gift bags. Then what you want to do, once everything dries, and I can go ahead, I'll put this through, but I can't do it because I can't turn this over. Well, I'm going to anyway. I'm not going to turn it over to where I just want to show you the 2 holes. Okay, see the 2 holes here at the top? That's where this has to go back in. But you need some holes, right? So I'm just going to poke it with the wire. Move your fingers out of the way. With the wire from the, that's on the edge of here. Okay, so now you have your holes. There we go. Oh, I just realized something I did and totally kind of messed up. All right. Well, I discovered this right on video with you guys. Okay, this goes right through here, right? So that you can hang it up, right? Well, look what I did. If I was to hang it like this, my world would be crooked. So when you line up your image, you need to line it up with the holes here at the top so that it lines up. And I don't know how I lined it up perfectly last time and not this time. Huh. You know what I did last time is I didn't remove this right away. I drew my circle first. Well, that still wouldn't have mattered. So, you guys, I hate to say this, but I'm probably going to have to do this again or somehow attach this on here. You know what I'll do? Okay, let me just tell you a couple things. Okay, so I didn't line that up right? But if you do line it up right, you put it back in, you turn it over, and then you just coil this back down, right down flat. Are you guys seeing that? So you just coil that right back down flat, how it was originally. And easily, bim bam, and now you can hang it, right? Now let's suppose you do it like I did, and you mess up. For one, just kind of sink that back in. You can just go ahead and remove these off of here, which is what I'm going to do. But for right now, I'll lay them flat. And I'm going to E6000 this on. And I'll E6000 it on right here. Okay. And I have like a little hole right here. But I'm not going to worry about it. Because you know what? When it's hanging on the wall, who's going to see that? That tiny little hole right here? Nobody. So I will go ahead. In fact, let me try to see if I can do it right now because I'm going to have to E6000 this on. So like I said, I'm glad when I do make these mistakes when I'm making the video because I can self-correct on the video and it could save you the headache of doing what I did. Let's see if my wire cutters here will cut this off. Yep, cool. I only have this one pair of wire cutters, and they don't always do the job. So, what I'm going to do is I will take my E6000 off camera, and I will E6000 that onto the top here. So, not a problem. So, if you mess up and you don't line up your picture with the, if you don't line your picture up with the holes at the top, you can just go ahead and E6000 that back on, which is what I'll be doing. So let me face this towards you. And like I said, we'll